Reject, a Korean team but a Japanese organization here on display for the first time in international competition. We know Maliwan, Ranches, and Cleve, if you're a fan of EMEA, we know how good they are. This is a CIS team who came to play, and here goes Empire. They want to fight, and they got all of Reject hiding with their tails between their legs here in the bubble.
Here we go, the EMP coming down. Team Empire don't have shields on two of their players. Cleve gonna try to put down some pressure. Ranch is popping that shield bat, so is Maliwan right here. They playing off the low ground, but they're still finding so much of this beamage here. The R301, see the car with the gold mag on top of it all. They're still putting on so much pressure. Double cracked right here with the wingman from Cleve. You talk about some of that bloodhound action. Team Empire is performing for you. Dropping down with a PK. Team Empire now are forcing this team to drop like flies.
My man literally just jumped off the building and hit a shot like MJ there. Ranches, Cleve, and Maliwan, welcome to LAN competition for the first time. They got one player left. Minseong gets taken out, and just like that, it's gonna be at least one kill. Dogma down to 1 HP. He wants the KP. Can he get it? No. Goodbye and good night, Dogma. You're just running for your life right now as you're getting hunted by Cleve. That's it. Team Empire wins game 1.
That was the best team coming.
So here we go. Team Liquid. That was Elevate that got eliminated. And Watson with FSV 4-7. With the Watson in late game, they're fenced up like the penitentiary right now on high ground. Team Liquid below them, 100 Thieves behind. So Team Liquid is the meat of the sandwich. The words my man Hodsick, you never want to be the meat, you want to be the bread. We'll see if Team Liquid can somehow get out of this one.
Yeah, at least if they could toast up those spuds, man, they could go fully in here, 100 Thieves. They have the redeploy just in case those Watson fences are still set up on the high ground there. We have to talk about the God spot going in favor for 4-7 right here. They overlooking so many of the other teams, 100 Thieves, Team Liquid playing for the low ground.
And we didn't see where the zone was pulling to. It actually ended up being 100 Thieves that ended up in the middle, getting sandwiched here. 4-7 on high ground, sitting on top of the Acropolis right now, looking at the peasants below, and absolutely raining down. It's 4-7 in a great position. 100 Thieves heals back up. They gotta go huge in this fight. 3v3 against 4-7, and Liquid is just saying, yeah, y'all enjoy that. We're gonna chill on low ground and take this dub.
They want no business of that, and you have to be careful with the timing of these domes too, because you have to think about 4-7 with the EMP that they have in their hands. 100 Thieves now getting the crack. They have the wingman at the red here. Baxlon on them. They're going to be easing their way into that circle.
Baxlon, former teammate of Madness from CLG, joins 100 Thieves and makes an immediate impact. Obviously, the roster change controversial, but it's paid off. Team Liquid now with 32 points. Such a big game from them, and this is anyone's game, Vicky.
15 kills in total for Team Liquid. This is insane. Are you kidding me? The EMP, you gotta get rid of that. But the timing on the dome, that's what we're talking about. Perfect timing. Now they get the crack. The Watson goes out. The Crypto is next, and it's Team Liquid showing they heard you follow, and they win game number 2.
He is the best possible leader to be in this position. It's gonna be tough for them. Meanwhile, on high ground is Team Burger. Underneath them is Sutoraiku. So we have a 4-team sandwich here. Empire and Optic, well, they just get to watch it happen.
Oh man, E6 has had just such a game so far. Love their position on the high ground there too. They're going to overlook teams like Team Empire, Optic. They know that there's a team playing right underneath them too, being Team Liquid with that black market. But look at Cleve playing this with confidence. Sees that there could be a squad coming in from the back. You see the scan that the Bloodhound provides to the difference in terms of compositions as fun goes down here from Team Liquid.
And Gildersons tries to find at least some position. It's going to be a rock to give them some cover. They turn, they gatekeep, and they fry. Just like that, Team Liquid is going to connect for so much damage. Gets a couple kill points before things close out here. At least does some damage to cause kills to happen. Great wingman shots as well. Gildersons Nocturnal still surviving despite losing fun.
Team Burger fighting that fight on the high ground from E6 here. Team Liquid, yes, Optic gets taken out of the rotation. They had nowhere to go after they scored themselves out of that building. Now Team Liquid still in this fight there. This is the team that was able to take game number 2 with 17 kills.
And it's going to be Gildersons and Nock continuing to do it. They take out Burger. So we got E6 alive, Empire alive. I believe E6 is still no. It's down to 2 squads. I take that back. I missed it in the kill feed. The Team Empire versus Team Liquid, NA versus EU to close this one out.
And these are the winners from our first 2 games too. I mean, this is insane. This is consistency by its definition right now. Team Empire though have the advantage. They have all 3 members up. They're looking for the opportunity right now, but Ranges is in trouble.
And just like that, Team Empire does it. 2 out of 3 games on Storm Point. EU on top.
As they just dispatch of them in at the blink of an eye. There's another couple of points on the board for Element 6 who are really put together a very nice game tonight. Yeah, it might be coming to an end though as 100 Thieves do arrive. They've been third-partying all game and they're making it work this time as well. Sutoraiku eliminated in the kill feed. I can see there for top 3 now remaining. Crazy Raccoon looks like the power team.
100 Thieves, 2 out of 3 games on Storm Point. EU on top. As they just dispatch of them in at the blink of an eye. There's another couple of points on the board for Element 6 who are really put together a very nice game tonight. Yeah, it might be coming to an end though as 100 Thieves do arrive. They've been third-partying all game and they're making it work this time as well. Sutoraiku eliminated in the kill feed. I can see there for top 3 now remaining. Crazy Raccoon looks like the power team. They have been waiting for their moment to strike. They made so much space for themselves in this circle. It feels like no one else has occupied it with them for pretty much the entirety of this fourth game. Now that the other teams are just locked into, look at that, the tiniest skerrick of space there at the back. Crazy Raccoon are going to dominate this.
They are. Elements at least able to eke out a second place, but end of the day, we all knew it was coming. It's Crazy Raccoon who will walk away with the first win on World's Edge. But they're going to have to start to move fairly shortly. Zoe is pushing in and is doing a lot of damage at this point in the game as well. 100 Thieves, of course, still looking really strong on top of Big Mord, but the issue is now everyone has to move off.
Right now, FSV, 4-7, they are the only team in the circle, Elfish. This is very reminiscent of our last game. Everyone pushing into 4-7.
And, you know, maybe it's going to be more difficult to push into 4-7 because if you remember last game, it was a double rotator comp for Crazy Raccoon with the Wraith, with the Falcon. Here, you've got a Crypto and a Watson.
That was a double kick!
And it's going to do a ton of damage as well. For 7, they're charging their way forward. Elevate just get absolutely booked. They're out of there. See you later. And that's just going to happen. 100 Thieves also eliminate all those teams coming off of Big Mord. And all of those teams are getting absolutely wrecked right now by 4-7. It's almost like playing a zombies mode. There's teams just chucking themselves at you. Element 6 down now as well. And no one is getting past 4-7. They're playing the role of Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. They're saying, you shall not pass. Reject is down as well. And now 4-7 charging toward their victory.
It's only Optic Gaming, I believe, left alive. 4-7 have had this in the bag for it seems like 5 minutes, but now they have to pull the trigger and finish it up. They do. Another APAC North team comes out on top here in World's Edge.
This is the last opportunity for the lobby. Duplex was finished off there by Dell in the end, and Optic Gaming inevitably will fall. I like that move from GMT now, though, by the way, because that cleared out their entire side of the map, and Team Burger and Reject, as you can see, are really kind of jostling for position on the other side.
Yeah, but because this circle has such a big shift in the high ground towards the top of it, it just feels like Reject are going to be indomitable from up here. GMT, they played this game well. Finally, we're seeing what we expected of them. But from the low ground here, it's going to be a long way to the top.
Surely that's going to force the bubble out from Team Burger. They're keeping their heads down, but yes, I do see the bubble invested early on in the piece, and that's pretty bad news because now the EMP starts to come across. This is where Reject is really going to start to build themselves into this game. Jaro is knocked down by Maybe, so you've got GMT and Burger taking a fight against one another. In fact, GMT may be fighting a battle on both sides as they're getting knocks on Burger and Reject, and it's Burger out in third. Now it's GMT who might actually walk away with the win. Somehow they've been able to do enough, and GMT from an awful start in this lobby have walked away with the win at the end of the day.
5 squads remaining. Round 6 about to close in 8. We are here in our first game of A versus C, our second round of the day, and it is about to turn up.
How do Revenant move forward? Do they dome forward and run into it? Do they try and Valve ult? Do they use the crypto spam to run the distraction in the meantime? Look how far they go. That dome is deep, and they've got plenty of opportunity. Looking to fight some more than Spitfire coming out again. And this is going to be racking up even more kills for them. Past B, the boxes, they Revenant eSport, but can they survive?
Zen still alive here as well. 4 squads left. You can see Revenant. They're going to fully fall. It is Fiddle. Pinoter who finds that kill. What a play from our representatives here in APAC North, but it's still Alliance, the kings of EMEA, at least right now. They are at the top of the leaderboard, and they go up to the sky only to fall ever so slightly down. And look at this. Wise falling down as well. He's waiting. Hockey's to have a contingency plan, that last-ditch effort, and make sure the attention isn't on him when he falls.
They could hide behind the blue boxes, and I think the zone, I'm not sure if it will go in their favor or not, but we're going to see some Jimmy ults, and that won't be in your favor if you don't have a dome. Trying to cover the 6 now. In all directions. Goodbye, Fiddle. Go back to T. 2 squads remain now, and Alliance have opportunity, but Hackers has been absolutely annihilated. Maybe he will be enough tribute, and they can do something, but they're on the low ground now in a 3 versus 2. However, the team up top have to get their heals up, and maybe that provides some opportunity. You see the heals coming through as they try to break the Torchic panels. It could really go either way here, but I don't think so now. Alliance trying to hold on. Yuki doing what he can.
Wow!
Zen will take the victory.
All these teams have to be concerned with what is closest to them and the angles they're exposed to, but in terms of fighting, they've got to fight the guys who are on top of them, the guys who might drop on them. That has got to be the priority, which allows 100 Thieves to wait until it's the right time to strike. We've got bombardments coming through. Players will have to dome up now. They can just admire the scenery for the time being, but they have to quickly decide on what they want to do once this dome is gone. You can see they're thinking about it. The Algs stars potentially coming out. Are they going to drop on a team? If they do drop, it is a full commitment. There is probably no turning back. Hardeki is here with the Wraith, but I don't know if they're going to have the TP for it. What will they choose to do? We'll see, as 100 Thieves are just holding the angles. Again, they don't want to take a risk. They don't want to overextend. They are playing for top one.
Put a wedding ring on it. There is no fear of commitment from the players, boys, as well. They're on the top of the mountain, and it's going to be up to Element 6 to try to climb up to meet them. 100 Thieves fighting on the outskirts. Here we go. Players from up top. They feel the thermite as well. Hardeki, he's going to try to find some damage, but they're still waiting. They do not want to drop until there's only 2 squads. Them and the team below them about to get finished, but they are coming from the backside of it, and 100 Thieves are patiently fighting as well. They take the win. It's 100 Thieves versus players. Can Hardeki clutch? He's only fighting 2, and players will come down and rise to the top.
They've got some range for the time being, but you can see where that zone is going. They're going to have to press forward eventually. This is where they're waiting. Oh, the waiting game might come in.
Wow.
Again, desperately trying to keep their team alive, but look at the missiles that are coming through the windows. Oh my God, Stay Naughty. He might not be staying anywhere. I don't know if he's going to make it. And here come the guns. Element 6 pushing. They smell opportunity, and down go Cloud9. We move to 2 squads now, the final 2. If an Element 6 can play the waiting game, because they will have cover as they could watch their opponent lose theirs and have to run forward. It's a nervous time now, as Element 6 can smell all the opportunity.
Audek, the only team left from Brazil having a chance to change this dynamic. The story seems almost already written. It's just waiting to be greenlit by the studio, but will there be a rewrite? Will we see something change? It's an aggressive bubble as well. Sua looks to jump in, but not bite off more than he can chew. Both teams teasing, pressuring each other, but not fully committing. Element 6 know that there's a threat. K20 gets involved. He's got that fortified passive, 15% less damage to the Caustic and the Gibby. You've got to do 30% more damage in total to get through these guys. Plus, the aim, it's just so good sometimes. And K20 knows it. He goes up for the Ego challenge. He goes down, but he's got Nags supporting him on the high ground as well. It's just Nags. They're trying to finish it off. He takes down 1. Can Nags clutch it up and get the second? Will it be a total hero moment for Element 6? And Nags, the wingman shot. No! Brazil takes the win. Onyx celebrates as they should.
32 points now for Alliance, still inside of this orange. They have not left this position, but soon, Gino, soon they're going to have to probably make their way out. And at that point, it does kind of become a bit of a free-for-all towards the end here for our final 4 squads. Still, I think regardless of what happens from here, Alliance have had such an amazing game. It's got them right back to the top of the standings here for round 2, so they can count their blessings. It's been a big game for them, but now they make their way out of safety and into harm's way.
Yes, they have to. The ring there really thinking about how they can play this next part out. I think they tried to go for an EMP and possibly the drone actually got popped there, so that's a little bit annoying from them. You often want that combo where you force someone to bubble with the Gibraltar ultimate, and then you just come in and wipe away immediately with the EMP. Doesn't work out this time, and all of a sudden, despite the 13 kills that they've got, it's all up to Yuki.
The solo player for 100 Thieves that stayed behind and is still alive, gets the double down, has been able to make such a large impact. Late round does go down eventually. Audek, Jinx finding that kill, and now the Alliance are wounded. They're having to find a way to get their players back up.
Somehow, even though the one player has played havoc with that, they've actually managed to get some of them back alive. DEWA in a great spot, though. They're going to down them again. Bastion with a Peacekeeper coming out here from the high ground.
Could they be the first team from APAC South here to find victory? This is the best opportunity for them to do so. Full armor, full HP, and a massive chance to convert, to find victory. They take out Audek. It's only Yuki left, and he cannot stand in their way. APAC South, welcome to the ALGS playoffs. In these matches here for round 2, cleaning house. They get double knocked out now. Detonator not out just yet, but down to 1 player.
So NRG, you can see fenced up all along this north pad here. That's allowed them to create a lot of space for themselves. It's been hard for teams to get in on them. You see, as soon as they try, goodbye Detonator. And now we are down to 4 rejects. NRG with the Element 6 as well as Sutoraiku left alive.
NRG right now are playing a great game. They've been able to really pick their fights, choose really who they want to try and take out on the outer edge here of North Pad. Element 6 starting to just feel that pinch a little bit here. A couple of death boxes that they can still lit up. There's a nice fresh red armor too. No crack from that one, but still good damage. NRG really able to control the north side with those fences too. Again, it's almost like they're just trying to be an APAC North team.
But now Element 6, they lose their high ground and they're starting to lose players. Them and Reject. Okay, the missile swarm from Waltz is going to finish off 2 of the Reject players.
It's a 3 versus 3. NRG now versus Sutoraiku. Can they find victory? Sweet. He's going to go down. It's Waltzy that finds the first one. So now NRG has a disadvantage with only the 2 players up. Can they find a way to find victory against Sutoraiku? They get the knockdown onto Bullet L. So Nathan is the last one up now for NRG. Trying to clutch up big. 1 versus 2. Trying to use these shields. Now outside of the circle. No, it's back to back for APAC South. Sutoraiku find success, they find victory. It's DEWA United who have got triple red. They're in a great position. They've been able to get some time to recover, to push out. Now they're happy to take the fight. They're the top team here in this lobby group. They are looking to finish on top.
Okay, the full red armors, they have found provisions, and DEWA not only have provisions now, but they've got the top spot, and everything's switched around. 100 Thieves, now they're on the low ground. They've only got 2 members, and that unfortunate fight that they decided to take with Detonator has been their own bane.
This is going to come down to basically 3 teams just having a free-for-all to close out match number 6. Detonator, that's bubbled down. Now you're going to heal up, get those shields back up to full health. Now Vaxlon is gone, of course, so the 100 Thieves, they've only got the 2 players remaining. Olmu at red armor, Detonator. They need to start to get aggressive. They've been too passive. They need to push forward. DEWA could find themselves in a position where I think 100 Thieves could pinch them with Detonator.
Yeah, they're struggling in the middle. They've got this crate to play around, but that's pretty damn hard, and Doom MVP goes down.
Time for Detonator to make the push forward. I think it's falling apart for DEWA. Now, Detonator though, Meerkat loses that red armor, has to pop the shield back. Easy Flash is gone down courtesy of Yudu. 100 Thieves, are they going to be able to find themselves in the prime position despite being down to just the 2 players? Onmu loses armor, same with Scurry as well, and losing health too. 100 Thieves fall back down, but it's Detonator who find the elimination of the DEWA United, and they've got the high ground to finish off strong for APAC North. All they've got to do is take out 100 Thieves, the team that didn't even think they would be here, find victory and close out round 2 on top.
It's Reignite, it's TSM in our final circle here in game 1 of round 3.
And finally, the Kraber has finished firing bullets, but all those boxes, he'll get a re-up on a new weapon, and he'll be in a very good position indeed. TSM disengaging. They are admiring. They are voyeurs peeping through the window, looking from behind the curtains as they look to reposition out. Not sure if all of that house will be in. Most of it won't be, actually. I don't know if it's going to be occupiable, but we can see that Verholsten Imperial House is trying to create space. In the meantime, Unite's got some nice angles, and that's going to be the go command. It's time to get some KB.
Look at this, Unite. They know they've got to make some plays, but Zero with another headshot on the Kraber. Don't do it to him. Do not do it to him, but he will not. Unlike he's done the entire game, that miss could be a miss. He makes up for it right after that. This man cannot be stopped unless it's by a full team, and TSM are still alive and well, and that's the black hole to hopefully send this fight out into space to never be discovered again. Imperial Howl cleans up 1, he cleans up 2, Unite is out, and TSM are back on top.
They just came in like vultures. Maybe there's a world where they just put the caustic gas immediately outside the door, so any teams dropping are going to have immediate problems. I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. My breakfast, my cereal is moistened by the tears of caustic haters, and I'm sure we're going to see some more caustic action soon. Empire, they're waiting for their time to strike. They've been missing for a while, and maybe it's time for them to turn up, but we're going to see all kinds of variants coming our way now. And hey, we might see Horizon cues on these doors to keep people stuck in these areas, but that is to come for now. It's point blank 100 Thieves putting in work on G2. TSM in the meantime eliminated.
100 Thieves on move with an incredible gravity lift, goes up and down and forces G2 to take an R-Star to the face. They go down, 8 squads left because now it's a full G2, and Unite is getting fallen on too. TSM as well as I believe Rig can move in slowly. Last year in this environment, but it's Elevate who have gone down thanks to Kick, and Scar's still alive here, James, pushing in with strength. There's only 6 squads left. It's just Scar's, Kick, Game with Team Empire, 100 Thieves, and CLG.
I think we saw the gas come out from Scars, and I think they put their dome on their own gas, if I'm not mistaken. That would be quite the invitation. In the meantime, Scurry's down, 100 Thieves are out. We move down to 5, but for how long? Kick with some problems now. A deep run from them, but it might not last. We'll see what happens. CLG is still in this. They're putting in work now. They've got some kind of cover. Kick indeed have been eliminated. We move down to 4 now, and the thermites are coming out. Empire trying to defend on the side. Game with the fences is still here. I want to see some late fences. Who knows what can happen? Scars trying to hide behind the smoke, throwing the barrels forward, trying to move in behind them, trying to create space, as are CLG. They've got a corner for the time being. They've got a Wraith on top of shotguns and rats as well. And we're somehow still at 4 squad.
Oh my god, Cleve comes in with a PK, but he's taking zone damage. He goes down, he bleeds himself out, but Ranges is still alive. He's taking the portal in and out. He doesn't have anything else, just a wingman in his hand. The Watson is down, and down comes the Valkyrie. It's CLG Nano Fries versus Empire Ranges, and CLG clutches the win to take the game.
There are 5 squads remaining at present, but how much more space does he have? Eventually, he's going to go straight into the hands of Empire by the looks of things. We'll try to keep an eye on that, but there is so much action happening. CLG outside the door. This thermite could be absolutely disgusting. They've got to think about that window to their right-hand side as well and be real careful about that. The entire team is standing here. This is going to be a war of attrition, and it's going to start and end very quickly when it does. There's a gap in the door. There's the thermite, and things are going to start to get real painful now.
G2 up on top, and it's fine because CLG leading the lobby right now with 35, and of course Team Empire as well as Space Station Gaming staring at each other, leading G2 at the top. Those little silhouettes right there. When is Designful gonna fall? You know it is Lightning Rod, and if you challenge Zeus at the top of the mountain, you better bring the Thunder. But G2 have no team in sight to fight. They go down, and will this be enough? They bring all 3 members of, it looks like, potentially SSG up and out. They almost knock someone off the map, but Designful is still alive, fighting into the gold shield. He gets almost all the spray, and it is gentrifying, and the purple who falls. G2 out for the count.
Where's the rat? There's the rat! How did they find the rat? I can't believe that must have been from a scan or something. They don't have a scan. I don't know how they found that position, but indeed they have. Perhaps they heard some flying. Either way, we're down to 2 squads now. Empire have picked the right time. They're up close with the shotgun, with the Belize as well, and there it is. Empire will finally get some big points on the board once again.
And here we go. We have CLG Malice Mama still alive, rookie, who's burst onto the scene. I believe he's on Moners or Buff Pathfinder and Split 1 of North America. CLG, a team of young guns, looking to prove themselves this weekend. Sutoraiku, number 2 team from APAC South. They are still alive. A very big game for them. They have a chance to qualify with a really, really solid performance here. We'll see if they can do it. They're in 28th place right now with 70 points overall, so a win here would do wonders for them. As we jump back on board with yet another Watson team, the APAC North Special, the difference in meta showing here in this game.
Insane game with TSM. Sutoraiku, 100 Thieves now playing for their life, but Sutoraiku has such a good position. They have the high ground over all these players. TSM playing this as a duo here as they're trying to take the cover of the truck too. Sutoraiku see the opportunity, but they also see the black hole. They see the player, 100 Thieves, get taken out by Sutoraiku.
And take a look at, oh, we're going to change point of views here, so I'll point that back out in a second, but Sutoraiku on God's spot undoubtedly. The zone's pulling exactly to them. They're in a perfect position to close this game out. 3v3 against Game With. It's APAC South versus APAC North for a chance to stay alive, to make it to the winner's bracket tomorrow. Sutoraiku has high ground, looking down and raining down on their APAC North rivals here as they'll keep a close eye. Waltzy, Bullet, and Fussy against nothing but the Game With squad, who quite literally is between a rock and a hard place with the zone closing in.
The difference here is that positioning right now. You have Dogies put in Game With. They have the dome, but the EMP is going to be called in. It's going to delete their dome, but they're going to utilize theirs as some medium zone 3 real estate. But the respect has been bumped here. Multiplitt's taken out, Sutoraiku dropped out, and you talk about the God spot here. Now this is the opportunity for them to take a game, but he goes down. How do you lose that?
You got a king. It's a 1v1 for the Red Duke. Gets a shield swap, turns around. It's Watson versus Crypto, I believe. Waltzy on high ground, looking down, and it all comes down to this. The missile rush is going to come through, connects, and does damage. Also going to get the stun, and he wants to push off that damage. He's going to do exactly that, doing such a good job maintaining high ground. With the shield swaps are infinite. You can just continue shield swapping, and he's going to use that to his advantage.
He knows it's right there. It's not the Crypto, but it's the Valk right here. He has to drop down from the high ground, dropping down with the shield, but on top of that, Yuka's right here trying to play off of the fence. Let's see if they can do it here in the PP.
Fuzzies looking to put Australia on the map here. Let's see what they can do. TSM above them, and they have a chance to farm and get so many kill points right now alongside TSM at the race to kills.
Oh my god, the tracking for everybody on TSM. I mean, come on, this is TSM we're talking about. I mean, look at this. It's free kills for everybody here on TSM on this high ground. It's amazing to see all these teams in their line of sight. The bombardment coming down, putting on so much pressure as Sharky is just trying to hug the side of the wall.
And it's going to be Fennel right next door. Fennel's going to try and grief. TSM not even having it. They said, you know what, we can just bait and let them fight. A brilliant Horizon ult is going to come through from Al, and the black hole is going to connect. TSM is farming more, but STK is profiting. They get a kill on Pinter of Fennel, and just like that, Apex South getting some kills along the way.
They force him out of the zone with that black hole, and he's still going. He's on the ground and live right here too. He still gets that knock. He doesn't want to overextend. You see that Verholz's shield is down. Wondering if they have a shield bat. Did see the shield cell come out from Verholz. They're looking to reposition. They see the dome right in front of him. He's so low. Verholz is basically out of this fight, but he's trying to put himself as an extra body here. Hal, though, has been popping off with all these shots. He has the confidence.
It's Reignite, the counterpart to the peers of Sutoraiku and Apex South, and it looks like they're doing each other favors right now as they're taking out TSM. TSM is going to be eliminated. Sutoraiku's still alive. Reignite takes out TSM.
Sutoraiku here. They're looking for another win.
My God.
The first time we see a back-to-back win from our team, Sutoraiku. They come and they take game number 5. This is crazy.
Insane.
Sutoraiku now playing by the edge like we highlighted before, but slowly, when they ease their way in, they're not going to have that much cover to play off in this open ground. You have to watch out for the teams that do have a high ground over by this building.
Sure, look where the zone's pulling at the top left of your screen. It's going to be fairly central no man's land. So Sutoraiku, the lone team out in the island, much like the island they come from in Australia, have to find a way to not get focused by every other team that are going to be surely gatekeeping. Stars out of contention to qualify for top 20 will make it to the losers bracket, but can play spoiler as well. Team Unite, APAC North, well, it's going to be Reject that takes out their peers. Unite over in Building in Lock City. Here comes Bush. Bin Jong, wide left, connects for the PK. Can he get the kill? He takes the final shot and wants the KP, but he is going to shield top. Not going to matter if you're in the zone.
Oh, he managed to try to come in slowly here, though. Sutoraiku now finally making their move, finding the opportunity to close in that gap from the open space that they were forced to traverse through. There's a team on the high ground, Scars, one of those teams that you were highlighting before. Unfortunately, won't be able to make it to the winner's bracket, so could absolutely grieve one of these teams that can.
Yeah, Sutoraiku comes into third party. They're playing perfect right now. They're going to go back into the question. Fuzzy going to connect for the shield bat. They're back to full health.
Now they're going to find the safety behind this wall, behind this fence. They find another fight right in front of them. Elevate, though, they're just healing up. The Tony team was going out with one of these other teams right on the outside as Elevate get that crack.
Absolutely. Back to Sutoraiku. The dome shield's going to come through. They're not going to have it for another 20 seconds here. That's their last one of this game, surely. But they're going to be able to heal back up. Wolty with the quick heals. And just like that, they got 3 teams above them. It's Elevate. Reply Totem still alive. Elevate's going to push through here. A Raid Portal comes through. It's actually a missed portal. They're going to get taken out. Elevate's eliminated by the hands of Reply Totem. And just like that, the Ash phase breach is going to come through. Wolty, Fussy, the duo trying to make it happen for their team. Controller players looking great.
Oh my, and they're still alive here too. Yeah, they're playing off to the side out of disadvantage with just a duo here. The Reply Totem finally wakes up a bit here, finding some of these knocked Scars. Typhoon gets taken out here. The play from underneath the dome. Reply Totem takes the final game of the day.